Hi everybody, welcome to my homestead and welcome to my channel. I'm just out here with the birds, just enjoying the cool temperatures. It rained today. It's going to be raining a little bit later. There's a little bit of a pause right now, but it should rain again later this evening. I'm looking forward to that. So in this video I just want to talk about the upcoming General Conference. We're just a few days away, and I'm not sure if I've ever been so excited for General Conference, just because so many crazy things have been happening in the world and in the church. And I wouldn't be surprised if there's new things announced, whether it's policy changes or of course new temples. Everyone looks forward to that every conference, right? I don't know how long it's going to be until we get one here in Wichita. Currently we have to go down to the Oklahoma City Temple, which for us that's like a 2.5 hour drive, so it's not the worst thing in the world, but I would really like to hear a Wichita temple announced. That would be the most amazing thing. But I've just been thinking about all the changes that have been happening in the church, and a while ago, I cannot remember where I saw this. It must have been on Facebook, but I think it linked to a message board, and somebody who claimed that they had insider knowledge said that the general authorities had been talking about all the changes that were going to happen in the church, and that some of the initial changes were referred to as the first snowflakes of a blizzard. And I don't have the source for that. If I'm able to find it, and that's not a guarantee, I'll put it in the description below. And you have to take that with a grain of salt, because who knows if that was real. But that was in kind of those beginning stages when I think it was around the time that we still had President Monson, and they changed the age for missionary work. But whatever the case may be, there definitely was a whole blizzard of changes in the church. And just the obvious ones that I can think of right off the top of my head, we've had Come Follow Me, changing from 3-hour to 2-hour church. Ministering, we've had the Elders Quorum consolidated, or at least the Elders Quorum and the High Priest Quorum consolidated into just the Elders Quorum. I don't know. And there's just been like lots of other changes. There's been all these changes with like the church handbook, going from having handbook 1 and handbook 2 combined into just one handbook. We've had the change of the logo of the church in order to focus more on Christ. What else has there been? Whatever you can think of that I don't mention in this video, put it in the comments below. Oh yeah, there was ending our relationship with the Boy Scouts, and the church no longer doing scouts, but starting our own youth kind of program in order to have it uniform across the whole church, since the church is becoming more and more of a global church. So that was a big thing. My wife and I were actually scout leaders when that was announced, and then we were like, yes. Not that it wasn't fun doing scouts, but it was just kind of nice to know that there was going to be an end to that. I don't know. I know that there's been so many other things changed. So now it kind of feels like there hasn't been much that's changed, relatively speaking. recently. Now, President Nelson has said that the church isn't fully restored. Hey, no, go back. Go back in there. Sometimes some of them get out, and it's not a big deal. I just want them to go into the neighbor's property, and they all do a pretty good job at just staying here in this area, being in the pasture, but sometimes they go through the fence. Anyway, what the heck was I just saying? Yeah, that the church hasn't fully been restored. There's more restoration coming. So when that's going to happen, I don't know. What it's going to be, I don't know. Is it going to be before the second coming? I don't know. I would guess more things would probably be quote unquote restored before that time. But just we'll have to wait and see, you know. Now the interesting thing, and you know, this may not be anything, but this will be the first general conference of this sabbatical year, right? Because with the Hebrew calendar, we are in a sabbatical year right now. It just started in September with the Jewish New Year, which started on Rosh Hashanah, and it's going to go until September or October of next year. I haven't looked at the calendar to see when the next Rosh Hashanah is, but yeah, we're in a sabbatical year. They only happen once every 7 years. So I don't know. I don't know if that's going to translate into anything special happening this conference or April conference, but it's just something to take note of. Now, when it comes to temples, that was loud. When it comes to temples, are we going to break the record once again with the number of temples announced? Because, yeah, I guess that was something that happened last conference, right? Wasn't it last conference where President Nelson, he broke the record by announcing 20 temples at a time, which was like the most temples announced at any given time. So I don't know. I feel like it's unlikely that that record would be broken, especially so soon after the last one. But what the heck do I know? You know, what do any of us know? We'll just have to wait and see. So anyway, you know, I just want to encourage everybody, get ready for conference. Think of questions. Think about your lives, things that you need to improve on. Think about the second coming, and let's just watch and see what they say and see what answers we can receive. And you know, hopefully some exciting things will happen this conference. I wouldn't be surprised if there were some more changes announced and more, you know, direct and explicit talk of the second coming, because I feel like second coming talk is just like becoming more and more and more frequent. And then once the Liahona comes out with all the footnotes, we will dig into that and see what we can find. There's always interesting things that can be found in the footnotes if you want to dig deeper and find out more of what the speaker is really trying to say that maybe they can't flat out say in general conference because it's more of a general audience. But for those that are that want to dig into it and get more meat, they can go to the footnotes and find that information. So we'll be doing that. So excuse me, I just know I'm really excited. I know a lot of you are excited. I'll probably try my best to like maybe do a video after each session. Okay, I'm not going to promise that, but in case any of you want to watch, I think maybe I'll try and do that and just get my thoughts about what I heard, and we can all talk about everything together in the comments. So anyway, what?
Or do a live stream.
So, what do you? Okay.
Sorry, just leave me alone.
I don't know if I want to do it for. You mean for a conference?
Yeah. People might want to talk about stuff they heard and have a back and forth, and
yeah,
might be fun.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe I'll do a live stream. That's a possibility. I'll have to see how I feel. I'm not gonna promise that, but that's a good idea by my wife. So, all right. So I'll just leave it there. If you haven't already, please make sure to subscribe, like this video if you liked it, hit the notification bell, leave your comments, and I'll talk to you next time.